So how do we reprice the books once they hit the Amazon fulfillment center? This is a question that I got a couple days after uploading my last video, which was how to source books to sell on Amazon FBA from your local thrift store or from your local used bookstore. Hey guys, my name is Nick, and here on the First Light channel, I share with you how to make money online using things like the Amazon FBA program or Amazon Influencer program, and then a variety of ways to make videos and to create content and make money on YouTube as well. I'm all about helping people on their solo venture. That is to say, like a side hustle, but we don't like using that word. It's kind of cringe. So we call them solo ventures here on First Light. Let's jump into this video where I'm going to show you how to price your used books that you've sent into Amazon already. They have been received by the fulfillment center and they're ready to go up for sale. So let's jump into my computer and I'll show you how to do that right now. So here we are in my Amazon Seller Central dashboard. My books were just received into the Amazon fulfillment center. And so now we are ready to price these books out. I'm going to go into this top menu here on the left top corner, and I'm going to go to inventory, manage all inventory. Now, just to let you know, I will be using my phone with the Scoutly scanner because this is going to allow me to scan the ISBN numbers of my books that are currently in and then update the prices as per the used buy box. So what we're doing is we're trying to target our books to get into the used buy box so that when someone clicks the buy now button, potentially take our book. Now, just a side note, the used buy box is often shared among many sellers. So if there are 100 people out there that have the same used book as you, and you're all priced exactly the same, Amazon will rotate in and out who gets that used buy box. Obviously, if I have one of those books and mine sells, the used buy box is going to go to the next seller that Amazon chooses. One thing we want to be very careful about here is to not start a bidding war that is lowering the price, lowering as everyone else is lowering, and then we race to the bottom and then no one actually makes profit. We don't want to do that. We want to focus on keeping our price consistent with what the used buy box is right now. This is how we work ethically and make sure everyone wins in the long run. All right, so after clicking manage all inventory, here we are on the manage all inventory page. We can see my books are here. It shows reserved one, reserved one, reserved one. That means that these are at the fulfillment center. They might be moving in between fulfillment centers, but Amazon has them in hand and they are placing them where they want them. That's great. What's also great is that a buyer can buy these at any moment. So let's say that a book is, let's say that it's floating from North Carolina to California. Amazon deems that they need that book at a California fulfillment center because of needs and demands and that sort of thing that they track. Well, let's say that as it's moving from North Carolina to California, it's passing through Tennessee and someone clicks buy now and we have that used buy box. Amazon will divert that book from going to California and they'll send it directly to the buyer in transit. So they have this cool way of sort of working out where books need to go, but along the journey there, they can take those books out of the process, the moving process, to get it to the buyer as quickly as possible. So our books are officially for sale. Like I showed you in my previous video where we went through all the steps, these books are all priced at $25, which is higher than what they're selling for on Amazon. And we do that because we don't want to start a bidding war or get people panicked and when our books aren't even up for sale yet. So we're going to take our Scoutly app. I have it right here on my phone. I'm going to click the scan button. This is going to open up the camera. You might have to enable camera use for the app. And then you see a barcode, you see OCR, and you see title. We're going to click on OCR so you can use the ISBN or the UPC number inside this box. And whenever you scan it, it will tell you what the book is currently being sold for right now. And that is the price that we'll update it to. You may see on my Manage All Inventory screen that the price of the book might differ slightly, a few cents here or there from what is on the app. That's okay. It just means that there's price fluctuation constantly going on. So let's use the phone. We're going to scan this first one here. It's very important to make sure that you're not including more than one ISBN or UPC code because you might actually get like wrong numbers. So we're going to be very careful to scan just the one here on top right there. And so we see that the used buy box is $16.24. There's a lot of used for $669, $672 on the left side. That left column are people that are merchant fulfilling. They're fulfilling from their own home or their own office or what have you. So we are focusing on the used buy box, which is used FBA. There's only two there. And so we're going to price ours at $16.24. Now this book is a, let's see, 2 million rank. So being the third offer on this book, used FBA, we'll probably sell it in a month or two. Not great, but it is a start, and that's what we're trying to do is start. So we're going to go over here to the right side of our page, and we're going to type in 16.24, just like that. And then at the very bottom, you see one SKU edited, save all. We're going to wait until we get all of them done, and then we're going to save them. You will not see these prices reflect for about 15 minutes, so don't panic. We're just going to do all this work, reprice everything, and then they'll go live, and they'll be in about 15 minutes ready to go. The next book we have here, this one is $25.94 for the used FBA. There are 3 offers. There's 25 offers for FBM, which is merchant fulfilled. We're not going that route. We're doing the $25.94, and all 3 of those used offers are at that same price. So we're going to make sure that we honor that, and we are going to put ours at $25.94. The next one that we have here is this book is priced at $11.94 for the buy box, but that's an acceptable condition book, and that is not what we want to price ours for. We want to price ours for $14.99, which is very good or good condition. So we're going to price it at that. We're sort of trying to price ourselves away from the acceptable condition. If I were to click on the acceptable, it would say that it's a do not pick up. I'll click on that. You can see that it's a reject at that point. We're going to go for the $14.99 offer right there. So let's click over here. Let's see. We'll go with 14.99. That's a 23,000 rank. So that should sell probably within a couple days, maybe even one day, depending. So once all of that is said and done, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click Save All. That's all 7 of our books. Changes will take place 15 minutes to reflect the price. So that's all it is. It's super simple. Now, let's say that you have 20 or 30 books. That's totally manageable. You could do this. I mean, I made this video. We've been doing this for 15 minutes as of my recording. But let's say you have 1,000 books. This doesn't make sense for that, right? That takes way too long. There are programs out there, and as we build this business up, I will explain those programs, how to use them, and how they can benefit you. But in the beginning, we're just starting, right? We're just starting the journey, the process. We're going to build up to it. We're not going to jump ahead. We're going to follow the steps and be very detailed, and we're going to be very, very careful how we do this, because we want ultimately to make profit and to ensure that we manage our risks. Managing risks is probably the most important thing we could possibly do at this moment while we're starting out. I hope that if you are struggling to start, or you're just starting out and you're kind of getting the wheels rolling, that this channel helps you. If you want to learn more about selling on Amazon, if you want to learn more about the Amazon Influencer Program, which is something else that I work on, or creating content similar to this on YouTube and how this works and how to start with it, be sure to click that subscribe button. If this video was helpful to you, man, clicking that like button goes so far in helping tell YouTube that this is a helpful video. And if you're interested, we're going to be going to day 2 at the used bookstore in just a couple days when they open. They're only open a couple days a week, and so I have to wait for them to open up. But we're going to go again, and I'm going to show you where in my last video I made a huge mistake, and we're not going to make that mistake again this time. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got some value from it, and I'll see you on the next video.